Pass to Atkins. They get a hand on it. One-on-one fast break. They've got Finley. McKee out there with ABC. And it's Marbury in at the one spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Los Angeles trails by 4. Here's Atkins. The Mavericks pull it in. Marbury's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the wing on the left. Pulls up. And Finley gets it to go. Finley's got the lead up to 6 now for Dallas.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Outside, Kobe. Lets a floater go. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And he just dances from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's A-Train. Pass to Kobe. High, arcing shot. McKee with the defensive effort.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And Horn, no good. Los Angeles trails by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Marbury, good.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Outside Bryant. Looking to end the run. He takes it up and lays it in. Bryant's got 28.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
And the Mavericks call time here.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan Player of the Game.
And what he's done from beyond the arc is a big reason he gets the nod tonight. He's racked up 5 3-pointers and very accurate with his shooting. Take away that threat from deep, and their offense would have looked a whole lot different.
And Greg, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances here in the playoffs makes it all the more remarkable. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He put it on them. He said, guys, we've got a chance to win this one. When you've got a chance to close this team out, we can't let it go to waste. We'll see if they can seize the moment, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And so it's Dallas with it after the basket by Los Angeles. 1:58 left in the 4th quarter.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine, Kev.
Atkins passes to Harrington. Cartier outside. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to Bryant. Launches it. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Finley. To the left wing. Collins against Harrington. Launches a 3. Finley can't get it to go.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them within single digits.
Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
Inside, Marbury. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Mavericks.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
Here's Marbury. Puts it up from 12. Harrington with the rebound.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Now here's Kobe. He's guarded by Finley. And an air ball on that one. Way off. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
And they do it. They'll move on to round 2. What a performance through the entire first round. Greg sweeping in 4 games.
And they really had a tremendous series. Watching how well these guys played as a unit has got to be scary for their round 2 matchup.
And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Allen finds Meeks. The pass to Stiff. Shot clock at 6. And here is Allen. Fires the 3. Christie with the rebound. On the court right now for the Pacers. Buckets is out there with Mike Bibby. Then there's Christie. Then it's Ratliff.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Now, here's Meeks, and the shot goes down.
Oh, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here is Boykins, defended by Allen. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Shooting 2. The first free throw is good. And Indiana making a change here. Walker's checked in. That one is no good. And so Allen will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 8-point game.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Ratliff. The Pacers keeping it going. A new 14-second clock.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Claxton. Here's Stiff. Out left to the wing. Outside Howard. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 11 rebounds. Here's Boykins. Here's Walker. And good work on the boards that pick up the second chance points. And the Pacers lead by 9.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Mike Bibby.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Some players rise to the occasion in the playoff spotlight, and some wilt under it. You know which type he is. What a stunning night for him. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the Pacers talked to his team during the timeout. He put it on them. He said, guys, we've got a chance to win this one. When you've got a chance to close this team out, we can't let it go to waste. We'll see if they can seize the moment, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And both free throws good for Canby.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Doubled by Howard. Passes to Bibby. For 3. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. 5 to shoot. Christie the pass to Walker. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Buckets. He's checked in for Indiana. Here's Claxton. Bibby covering. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. From deep. Meeks can't hit. Pacers leading by 5. Pass to Bibby. Poke loose. Fast break. Milwaukee for the finish. Here's Ratliff. Offensive rebound.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession. Just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock. Go into the rack with energy. But he afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up with some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Pass to Boykins. Down low, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Booker, he's checked in for buckets. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're behind by 3. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Indiana making a change here. Williams is checked in. Here's Allen. Over Williams. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, Greg, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Here's Bibby. And again, unable to change momentum here. Ray Allen is on the win. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And here's Bibby. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range. Excellent D there from Allen. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're down by 1. 3 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And I think they've got enough time to try and get the ball inside. And unless they get a wide-open look on the perimeter, that should be what the focus is. Even if you miss at the rim, you've got a good chance to maybe try and draw a foul.
Puts it up off the inbound. And they're going to move on to the conference semifinals. They had control the whole series, and they are just rolling now, winning round 1, 4 games to 1.
And they are going to be tough to beat, Kevin. A few days rest afforded by taking this one in 5. Round 2 should be exciting as well.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony.
2.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Bobcats. On the court right now for the Bobcats. Carter out there with Green. Then there's Murray. And it's Jefferson in at the center. Green kicks to Carter. Clock at 6. Dives for it. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Bobcats leading by 6.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Can't get the heave to fall. Bailey. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Carter. Passes it to Marshall. He can't get that one. And Toronto will come the other way. Here's Robinson. Banked in off the glass. Robinson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
And the Bobcats call time here.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
And now we present our Jordan Player of the Game.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I had a chance to find out what Steve Clifford talked about with his players. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And it's time for an injury report.
Shooting 2.
Hey, guys, the head athletic trainer for the Raptors let me know the status. He said that he suffered a nasty bruise to the lower part of his back and that it's really stiffened up on him. And for a team currently in the midst of this brutal first-round series, this is really bad timing. Kevin?
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it, as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
And we're seeing that across all sports. Guys are just getting bigger, faster. The human body can take only so much.
He hits the second from the line.
And Richardson, a volume perimeter shooter, incredible scorer, feels comfortable letting it fly from anywhere on the court.
Now, here's Green. Here's Green. Outside Jefferson. Now, here's Marshall. He's tightly guarded. Rebound by the Raptors.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Odom's shot. Good.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
For Charlotte, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. The drive by Green. Carter outside. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Robinson's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. Robinson's got the lead up to 1 now for the Raptors. They've shared the load offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react
And that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bobcats lead by 1.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slant.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. .58 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Marshall. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Foyle, defended by Jefferson.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Carter against Richardson. Murray outside. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
To stretch out the defense, you just need enough guys on the floor who can make that shot.
Toronto calls timeout. .32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's the pass to Robinson. Rebound by Marshall.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And Steve Clifford wants a timeout. So it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Bobcats. Here is Carter. On the wing, Green. Misses the tray. Toronto calls timeout. Deep two from Robinson. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. So off the tip, it's Charlotte. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court for Charlotte, we've got Murray. Carter is out there with Green, and it's Jefferson in at the 5 spot.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Robinson hits them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Green taking his time here. A floater. It's blocked.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Charlotte. First free throw is good. Robinson hits them both. Charlotte trails by 4. That's tipped and stolen by Richardson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's good from Richardson. Charlotte trails by 6. Green, the pass to Carter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Carter just a freak of nature. One of the best dunkers the game has ever seen. A top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
He's off on the second. Raptors leading by 5. Outside Robinson. Knight dishes to Robinson. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Now here's Odom. Vince Carter missing his last shot. And no good. Murray with the defensive effort. Charlotte trails by 7. Knocks it loose. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. Those are the kinds of plays that win games. Really savvy D, and give him credit for looking to go straight up the court with it.
And here are the Bobcats now after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
Here's the lob to the hoop and the dunk by Odom.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now here is Carter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
All the officials are all over that one.
That's good from Carter. One misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Richardson, no luck. Charlotte trails by 8. That drive by Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
And you know Carter is taking off on the drive. When he has a head of steam like that, he's looking to tear off the rim.
Now here's Knight. Pass to Robinson. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. 28 points for Robinson.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Here's Green. Passes it to Mercer. To the middle. Here's Murray. It's tipped. In the corner, it's Robinson. Over Mercer. Robinson, that's good. And now a 10-point Toronto lead.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Now, here's Richardson. Knight on the wing. Back to Richardson. Baseline jumper. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got rebound number 13 with that last one. There's Green with the three. Rebounded by Odom.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Richardson, good.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
And Robinson throws it down.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Now, here's Green. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mercer passes to Jefferson. And nothing is falling for him right now.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They'd used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
And here is Knight. And they do it. They'll move on to round two. It took them 6 games to do it, Greg, but they finally asserted themselves and move on to round two.
And I really think it benefits a team to have a competitive series in round one. It gets those playoff juices kind of flowing, if you will. Prevents any kind of complacency from setting in.
Well, that'll do it for now. And you can join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference play. San Antonio trails by 8. We've got Carr. Marion is out there with Clutch. Then it's Jones. And it's Van Exel. And at the point, that's the San Antonio 5. They get it back. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Clutch has got 5 points in the quarter.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Now, here's Van Exel. D right on him. And the pass to Carr. Shot clock at 3. Over Garrity. Carr, no good. Mavericks leading by 6. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Finley brings a lot of athleticism to that position, can throw it down as well as stroke it from deep.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Spurs shooting very well right now, 52% in this fourth quarter. 1:07 left to play in the final quarter, and he makes that one. He's got 16 here in the second half.
And Van Exel, a quick decision maker, especially when it comes to shredding the D with his passes.
Marbury, 2 points. That one goes. Marbury's got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let-up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And, Greg, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances here in the playoffs makes it all the more remarkable. The offensive rebound. A shot by Marion, no good.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Finley, the pass to Marbury. Out to the wing. Here's Garrity. Here's Finley. It's stolen by Jones.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
It counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
I love watching Van Exel dial it in from deep there. A superb sniper from beyond the arc. You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
San Antonio calls timeout. They trail by 7. 16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
Here's Houston. Pass to Owens. Here's Houston. White covering. Passes it to Houston. From deep. They get it back. From deep 3-point range. Can't connect. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Sacramento moving it around. And Kidd, here we go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Kidd's got 22 points.
And Kidd using that size well inside. Fantastic with the read of the D there and exploiting the weakness.
On the court right now for the Sonics. Crawford out there with Anderson. Then it's Thomas. Then there's Wells.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Kidd. And that one swishes right in. Kidd's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, Greg, this is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
And he recovers it. Rose scanning the floor. Morris passes to Stojakovic. Off target from the wing.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Anderson up top. Lobbed up there for Wells. 6 on the shot clock. Thomas kicks to Anderson. Passes it to Wells. And no good that time. Some solid defense from Rose. Pass to Kidd. Back to Rose. Knocked loose. Buries it down low.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Seattle calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Jamal Crawford.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Sacramento making a switch here. Webb's checked in. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, over the last break, I got a chance to hear what the Supersonics head coach said to his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. Crawford's shot is good.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, as long as they're hitting like this, how can you blame them? They're on a tear.
Now, here is Webb. Now the pass to Stojakovic. Off target with his 3.
Look, I know he wants to get them back into this, but that's not the way to do it. They need smart shots, not heaves.
Crawford against Webb. Wells in the corner. To the inside. Kicks it out to Crawford. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Crawford's got the lead up to 8 now for Seattle.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Now here's Anderson. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to hog in that one.
Here's Rose. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And here are the Supersonics now. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
And the basket by Webb. 17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Anderson outside. So we see the Sonics get the win here. Just a massive victory, Greg. Maybe it's overstating it, but I think this was a game they had to have.
And I don't think it's overstating it. I agree with you. I mean, going down 2-0 would have given this team a huge hill to climb. But now at one game apiece and with some momentum.
ABC's checked in for Dallas. San Antonio also making some changes. Austin, he's checked in for Jones. Nowitzki comes in for Jones. And it's Marion in for Rollins. It's stolen. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Finley is out there with McKee. And it's ABC. Then it's Collins. And it's Van Horn in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now here's Van Exel. There's the feed to Marion, and Sean Marion with the slam.
Gotta love Nowitzki setting his guys up with perfect passes.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. To the left side wing. Pass to Finley. Here's ABC, defended by Nowitzki. Chalk up 2 there. ABC's got the lead up to 4 now for Dallas.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here's Van Exel. Passes it to Carr. Over to the wing. The drive by Nowitzki. Lays it up off the glass. Nowitzki's got 15 points here in the second half.
And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
And there's the pass to Collins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Collins. And he makes both free throws.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
McKee against Van Exel. Over McKee. Collins grabs the miss.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
That one is good from Van Horn.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis and get away from the sloppy fouls.
And with his game closing in on the final buzzer, let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game.
As the ringleader of their offense, he has been on his game tonight. Spreading the ball around, keeping everyone involved. making sure the offense never gets bogged down. He's just giving them just what they needed at that point guard position.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear San Antonio's coach going over the plan during the break. He told his guys, tempo, more tempo. You've got to be quicker into transition. Push the ball. Let's get some opportunities before their defense can set up. Kevin, back to you.
San Antonio trails by 6. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Sean Marion with the slam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. For Dallas, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. And the Mavericks call time here. .158 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Finley. Shot clock at 5. Shoots a fader, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Finley's got the lead up to 6 now for the man. Spurs shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Now here's Van Exel. Guarded closer. Now Carr. He kicks to Austin. Goes back up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The first one, and that brings them within 5. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
Here's McKee. Pass to Finley from the arc. Offensive rebound. Gary goes up again, and he lays it up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Oh, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Now here's Van Exel. He's guarded by Finley. And it's blocked. But they recover it. Here's Carr. It's rebounded by Dallas.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
McKee, no luck. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Nails the triple.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're leading by 3. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Dallas making a switch here. And that's an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. and so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. 23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
.23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
Van Exel, no good. Finley up top, guarded by Marion. Now Finley. And so it's Dallas winning this one. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first 2 games of a series, Game 3 means everything. They're going into Game 4 now, riding that high after this win.
It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
They've got buckets. Christie is out there with Ratliff. Then it's Bibby. So that's the group out there for Indiana. To take the lead, Craig pulls it in.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
No good from Boykins. And the last few possessions, both teams looking pretty out of sync offensively.
Yeah, the rhythm isn't there right now. It's a bit of a drought.
Craig can't get it to go. Indiana trailing here. Here's Christie. Indiana moving the ball around. Now Boykins, 6 to shoot to tie it up. Here's Ratliff, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
and not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Shooting 2. Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. James checked in for New York. Miller comes in for Peyton. That one drops. He ties it up. New York shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Passes to Houston from downtown. Pacers with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
That puts them in the lead. Radliff's got the lead up to 2 now for Indiana.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
Here's Strickland. It's rebounded by Indiana. Williamson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
But his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Find the lane. One shot.
And that one misses. New York trails by 4 to the paint. Here's Strickland, and the layup is good. Strickland's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And now we get a chance to check out our Jordan player of the game.
And guys, this really has been his night. He's done a lot of things well, but his scoring really put him over the top. You can see how determined he's been every time he's gotten his hands on the ball. Great drive and also great focus offensively.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the Pacers talked to his team during the timeout. This is still a close game, and he told his guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
Miller. It's rebounded by Indiana. Walker's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Got a hand on it. Oh, and here we go now with Miller. Nobody back, and it's Miller with the jam.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Here is Boykins. Drains the three-pointer. And the Pacers lead by 3.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
New York calls timeout. They're behind by 3. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. And there's a minute 45 left in the game. Here's Strickland. It's rebounded by Indiana. Walker in the post. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he is unable to get the second one. New York trails by 4. James right side. Here's Houston. Houston tips it back in. Houston's got 27 points.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? New York shooting not great, 40% for the game. Here's Craig. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First, and that narrows the gap to 1. He hits both from the stripe.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
55 seconds left in the fourth. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Here is Boykins over to the left wing. Bullseye!
Yeah, expecting them to use just a little more clock there. With this lead, they should be just a bit more patient. But at least he did knock it down.
New York calls timeout. They're down by 1. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
Here's Strickland. The pass to Craig. Here's Houston. Fires it up. Misses off the left eye.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Well, important there to have the 3-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now.
New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down low, stolen by Ratliff. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Pass to Craig. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And And so the Pacers take the win. Things were looking bleak for them, obviously, coming into this game. But with tonight's win, Greg, they are right back in it.
And that's the fight this team has. They don't care what the odds are. They are going to keep battling. And suddenly, we've got a series on our hands.
We sure do. That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. .137 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Marbury. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And some changes here for the Spurs. Austin, he's checked in for Jones. Nowitzki comes in for Carr. And it's Marion in for Rollins. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those two to fall.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
On the floor for San Antonio, they've got Austin. Jones is out there with Van Exel. Then there's Nowitzki, and it's Marion in at the 3 spot. Here's Marbury. Shoots over Austin. No good off the back of the rim.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
A floater, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nowitzki, the pass to Marion.
And Marion finishes with strength there, demonstrating how athletic he is with that dunking ability.
Inside, Van Horn. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Sean Marion.
Oh, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The 15-footer, and the rebound goes to the Mavericks, and so they choose to intentionally foul. And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. Carr, he's checked in for Jones. And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. San Antonio calls timeout. They trail by 6. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And with his game closing in on the final buzzer, let's take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
24 seconds left to play here in the fourth. So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5. And so Nowitzki nails both of them. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, tough break for him there. But they'd have a tough time coming back from this deficit no matter who's on the floor.
And the Spurs making a change here. Jones is checked in.
Yeah, and Finley brings a lot of athleticism to that position. Can throw it down as well as stroke it from deep.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Productive trip to the line. Extended their lead.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Shawn Marion with the slam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. And the Spurs with possession here. Pass to Jones. And here is Van Exel. Jacks up a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Dallas winning this one. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series by the throat, Greg.
And Kevin, I don't think they're going to let it go. You could see the determination they had tonight. They don't want to drag this series out.
And so here's Sacramento. They lead by 1. Can't cash in from close range.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
We've got Williams. Crawford out there with Anderson. And it's the dude, and it's Thomas in at the power forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. Here's Rose, following the score by Jamal Crawford. Rose looking around. Over Williams. And it's Rose missing. And so Crawford will bring it up for Seattle. It's a one-point game. And now Sacramento on the break. Here's Olowokandi. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where one or two possessions can impact the outcome.
Morris passes to Ostertag. Sacramento moving it around. Passes to Rose. Shot clock at 6. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Morris with the bucket.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Seattle calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Peja Stojakovic.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Seattle's coach as he addressed the team. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, we know what side he's on.
Now, here's Hunter. The pass to Stojakovic. Now, here is Webb. From deep. LaFrance pulls it in. To the left side wing. Here's the dude. Seattle missing again. Sacramento leading by 3. Pass to Hunter. Shot from 16. Seattle grabs the miss.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain. Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Anderson against Stojakovic. A shot off that time, and it's the Supersonics taking it the other way. Here's Williams. Rose with the block. Pass to Webb. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Webb's got the lead up to 5 now for the Kings. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Kings.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
Thomas checked in for the Sonics. And a change for the Kings. Lynch is checked in. Crawford outside. Good D by Webb.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Crawford with the steal. There's 48 seconds left in the game. Passes it to LaFrance. They need this one. Rose with the block. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. Hunter's checked in for Lynch. .40 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Crawford outside. They grabbed their own miss. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. 26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. .26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's good.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And he commits the intentional foul. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here. Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
Yeah, just a golden opportunity that's lost right there. Now, we still got a game.
Good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
So he gets them both, and it's a three-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that three-point lead.
Crawford outside. Can't get the three to fall. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. The first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And, you know, Stojakovic is one of the sweetest shooting forwards in the game. I mean, you feel like every shot he takes is going to make.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
So it's Sacramento picking up the win. This was a crucial game for him, tying up the series at 2 apiece, Greg. A huge accomplishment.
In this series, I think hinged on who picked up Game 4, Kevin. I mean, now it's a 3-game series, and anything can happen.
It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second round. first of 3, missing that time. That's a tough one to miss, but 2 more chances. And Toronto making a change here. Richardson's checked in. Thomas checked in for Detroit. The second one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he cannot get the third one to drop, going just 1 of 3.
And 1 out of 3 at the line. That won't get it done. He's lucky to have made it a 2-possession game.
And Detroit, looking at who they've got. They've got Pau Gasol. Also Thomas out there. And it's Reeves in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And Odom drops him.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a 1-possession ball game.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're in front by 2. 27 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And now a moment to take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And Kevin, his three-point shooting has been a big key. 12 of his points have come from downtown, and those points didn't come cheaply. He's worked hard on the perimeter aspect of his game and got good high-percentage shots.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the Pistons talked to his team during the break. He put it on them. He said, guys, we've got a chance to win this one. When you've got a chance to close this team out, we can't let it go to waste. We'll see if they can seize the moment, Kevin.
And the Raptors call time here. They're behind by 4. We've got 13 seconds left in the 4th. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and quick. No room for error, no time to waste.
Monroe, the pass to Robinson. Monroe, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. 7 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Richardson outside from deep 3-point range. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. So they've done it. They're going to move on. A 4-2 victory for them in the second round. And now they find themselves just 4 wins away from a spot, Craig, in the NBA Finals.
And it won't be easy. Conference finals never are. I'm sure they're confident right now coming off of this huge win. But, Kevin, they've still got a lot of work to do before they put their hands on any trophies.
It's time for us to say so long. We hope 1:50 left in the fourth quarter. Barry the pass to Peterson. Here's Barry, covered by Payton. The 11-footer, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
Big smooth out there with Miller. Then there's Payton, and it's Strickland in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Barry, covered by Payton. The shot's good from Barry.
Oh, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Payton outside. Over Barry. Payton can't get it to go. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Pistons. They lead by 1. Here's Kittles. Good D by James.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Detroit with the ball. To the left wing. Here's Peterson. Outside Brent. 4 on the clock. Here's Kittles. It's rebounded by New York. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. There's 14 seconds left in the game. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, T.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Here's Houston. And the pass to Strickland. Here's Craig. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so the big win by Detroit in a tight game. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
And so there's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Here's Gasol. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Robinson for three. It's rebounded by New York. Puts it up from 17. Second shot opportunity. No good that time. Bradley with some nice D. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
And that's going to do it for this series. They'll move on.
And you look at the reaction there, so obvious from looking at them just how important this achievement is, not to just the players, but this franchise. They've got their hands on the conference championship trophy, and this puts them in great position to make history.
A tremendous opportunity now, just 4 wins away from a championship.
Yeah, and so close. I mean, they can practically taste it right now, but it's not going to be easy. Those next 4 wins are going to be the most difficult of the season if they can get them. But no matter what happens, I think the accomplishment of winning the conference championship is something this franchise and its fans will always remember.
And they'll represent the East in a final series that's mere days away. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone. Webb with it. He dishes it to Morris. Ball's knocked loose. And Morris throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
On the floor for Sacramento. Ostertag is out there with the prodigy. Then there's Webb. And it's Rose. And it's Morris in at the 2 spot. And the Mavericks call time here.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Peja Stojakovic.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game. Fellas?
Rose, he's checked in for Sacramento. And here's Stojakovic. Rose passes to Stojakovic. Clock at 6. Corner shot. Here's Olowokandi, and they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
And the Mavericks call time here. Peja Stojakovic with a strong contribution so far in this one.
and he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Collins checked in for the Mavericks. And the Kings also making a change. Hunter's checked in for Morris. Dallas trails by 7. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. Good on both.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
A pass to Webb. That one misses. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Marbury, good. Marbury's got 18 points now here in the second half.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And it goes down 2 points. And the Kings lead by 5.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Count it. Marbury's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Now, here's Stojakovic. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Good, Stojakovic.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books. This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Rose with the block. Now, here's Hunter. Defense is right there, and it's Stojakovic missing.
Is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Finley, and it's denied. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Kings on D. 6-point game. And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And, you know, Stojakovic is one of the sweetest shooting forwards in the game. I mean, you feel like every shot he takes is going to make.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to rein it in down the stretch here.
Here's Hunter. That's it. They've won the series.
You know, they had to battle through the very tough Western Conference, but they were able to survive the test and earn a trip to the finals.
From day one, this was their goal. Make it to the finals. But really, this is just the beginning for them.
Exactly. And, you know, they'll take a moment to kind of bask in victory here, but it won't be a long one. They know they've got a very tough opponent coming for them out of the East, and they're going to get straight to business in terms of prep for the finals.
Still, they get to celebrate tonight, and they've earned it as champions of the West. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pau Gasol is out there with Bradley. Then it's Thomas, and it's Kittles in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Bradley on the double team. Olowokandi, the pass to Webb, makes it off the glass.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Outside Gasol. Here's Thomas. Off on that one. And they've done it. The new NBA champions.
What a moment it is right now to see the team who plays so well together enjoying this NBA championship.